Hello and welcome to Uncle Jester Presents Chelsea Family BBQ. I'm here with some great people, some really, truly great people. My co-host, as always, Mr. Carlito. I've got two great, beautiful women below me, but really they're above me in life. We got Breezy and Miss Melina. I hope y'all are ready for this. And I hope y'all brought a change of underwear because it's going to get spicy up in this quesadilla.
This quesadilla.
What kind of barbecue is this, Jester?
My lord,
Hey.
did you spike the punch bowl? What's going on here, Jared? Come on now.
You've never heard the line, she's a spicy quesadilla? Or
Yeah,
he's a
I've heard it. I'm from
Yeah,
Utah.
okay.
Like half of Salt Lake City is Mexican. Yeah, dude, I've heard it.
All right. We're going multi-ethnic
I've
today.
also heard that it's a spicy meatball.
It's a
Huh?
spicy meatball.
All
Yes.
right.
Now that we've
We're Italian.
offended half the people out there, how's everybody doing?
Yeah.
Welcome to America.
Right. I hope everybody's doing well. Like I said, we didn't think this was going to happen again.
Yeah.
And this is our last ride of the Immortals. If you don't know, that's a coined phrase from Tombstone. And if you don't know, why don't you?
And if you don't know, you tell them I'm coming, and hell's coming with me.
With me.
Also from
Yeah.
Tombstone.
Either that or I'll be a Huckleberry.
Yeah, I'll be your Huckleberry. No, I'm your Huckleberry.
I'm a Huckleberry.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, this is the last ride on this channel. We go on to Chelsea Fan TV in January. Big boys, big streams, big bullshit, all that stuff. Nothing will change. We'll still be the same people, and there will be no oversight. Jared and I will still be the exact same. So,
Yes.
no changes at all.
Yeah.
Just-
We're not. Go ahead.
No, just more people watching. Obviously, Chelsea Fan TV. I know Alex, the owner, looking to get like 250,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel by the beginning of the year. Congratulations to him. I love this guy. And he thought that we would be a great show to add, during the transfer window and beyond. And that's really what we're trying to do eventually. But for now, just wanted to hang with Melina, hang with Bree, hang with Jared one last time, and just shoot the shit. I don't give a fuck how many people watch. I just want to talk to my friends today because,
Yeah.
it's been a while.
This is
Yeah, it's
what
been
we
a
do.
long time
Yeah.
for us. Last time I was on the stream, we haven't seen some of the players we've seen, like Casado perform, Mudryk scoring goals.
Ah!
I mean, it's been good. It's been some highs and lows, of course, and I'm glad we're here for one last dance until January, when
Yeah.
we all come back shooting the shits again. Hopefully, you guys are in a better position
Oh, yeah.
in January. I still think, and I'm gonna start the stream with this. Honestly, I said this to you guys privately, and I still stand by it. I still think you guys play much better football than us and Man United combined. The only issue that I feel is within your team is not just the injuries, because that's not an excuse for any team. It's the whole individual errors leading to goals part and conceding silly goals.
Yeah.
And I think I'm the last one who should be talking about a goalkeeper, because Ramsdale, oh my gosh, nearly gave me a heart attack in the Brentford game.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing about that. You can talk about injuries. Even if it's one injury here, an injury there, okay. We've had a whole starting 11 out at some
Yeah.
point this season. And we're not talking about bench players. We're talking about Christopher Nkunku, the star player we signed over the summer to come in and really drive our offense forward, right?
And
Haven't
Lavia, we
seen-
still haven't seen.
Yep. No Lavia. No Wesley Fofana all season. Ben Chilwell's been hurt. Reece James has been hurt. Armando Broja's been hurt.
Malo Gusto.
Malo Gusto. So when you bring all these new players in to a new system, it's ideal if you can have time together to build chemistry. And so what you're saying in these mistakes are, some of them are brain farts. Everybody has them. Every athlete has them. But what we're seeing is a lack of chemistry on this team. People don't know where the next person is going. They don't know what run they're going to make because they haven't played with them enough. And you can't build any consistency in the team because one
Everyone's
week somebody's
chopping and
hitting,
changing. Yeah.
and then the next week they're not.
I think that's like another thing to Pochettino is he hasn't had, I don't think at all ever since he's been signed. He's been on the job that he's ever had his first 11. And now that you mention it, Jared, that's a good point. But then everyone's quick to jump the gun the minute he's not getting the results. It's always instant success. So Chelsea need to sack the manager if they're not getting the results right away. And Chelsea have gone through this process before from Frank Lampard, for instance, and the horrors of his management.
Melina, let me ask this question. So when Lacazette wasn't scoring tap-ins, right? When Mikel Arteta was in his first season, now look, this is me not talking shit. This is me providing
We
context.
were so bad.
But like, hear me out here. In your first 2 seasons with Mikel, where you got 8th and 8th, and Lacazette wasn't finishing, was that on the manager or was that on the player not finishing?
No, that was on the player not finishing. I don't think that's on the manager.
Because of course it's not on the manager.
What else can the manager do? I mean, he's putting the guy in training. He's putting him. You're like, people can't say, oh, maybe he's playing out of position because that's his position. So what do you expect? And
but like if you're putting the patterns in, which I know Arteta does. Arteta is a pattern play guy. Poch is a pattern play guy. Pep is a pattern play guy, and I do believe that De Zerbi for sure is a pattern play guy. Like, these are 4 pattern play guys, right? And so you're setting up, these are things that you work on in practice. And I'm talking about like continuously, where he'll say again, and the coach will say again. So you guys do this shit in practice a lot. Yes. All 5 of the coaches that I mentioned say you're going to do this shit a lot. And you put them in a position to be successful. And then you have Lacazette, 3 or 4 years ago, just not finishing, right? Okay, got it. That's not on the manager. That is on the player. The manager set up the table, gave him the steak, gave him the fork, gave him the knife. It is Lacazette's job to cut that steak and put that shit in his mouth. He didn't do it. Right? It's just an example. I'm not picking on Lacazette. But my overall point is this. Okay, Pochettino, I see a lot of rumblings that it's on the manager, right? It's on the manager. As opposed to, you know what, man? Have you ever considered that it's on the player? Because it kind of is on the fucking player. If the player like Thiago Silva, 39 years old, one of the greatest players in the history of this game, I think that everybody can objectively agree with that. Thiago Silva has had an unbelievable career. The only thing that he's missing is a World Cup. Everything else he has. He has everything else, including a Copa America. He has everything else. And for him to freeze on the 18 when he has the ball.
But that happens sometimes.
No, Melina, I'm here to tell you, and I'm not tooting my own horn, that never happened to me as a player. And I had played center back. I was offered a contract at right back. I have played defender at a high level. That never happened to me. And for that to happen to someone that I consider to be almost flawless, that's not on the manager. It's not on the manager. That is on the player. Okay, it is on the player that Reece James, who loves to throw Instagram posts around that he loves his team. He's so honored to be captain. His father, Nigel, says, I'm so honored that Reece is captain. For him to get a stupid yellow card to kick the ball out, and then to get a second stupid yellow card because he tries to juggle Anthony Gordon, probably the second fastest player in the entire league. And, when he can't recover the ball, he fouls Anthony Gordon, who's on a run. That's a red card. That's stupid. How is that on Pochettino? How is that on Pochettino? It's not. It's not. Jared, my point is this, and I belabored it enough. It's not. But these fans want to blame the manager.
Can we just talk about the first yellow card? Do you guys actually believe that was a deserved yellow card? Because I don't think it was.
It didn't matter. He got it.
Okay, well, here's the thing. I was going to actually talk about this. There is a rule now that was implemented at the beginning of the season. If you kick the ball away, you can be yellow carded. or
Yeah.
it should be a yellow card. That is the direction by the league. Now, are referees consistent on that? Hell no. Because I watched many games after two of our players, not one, but two of our players got yellow cards in that game for kicking the ball away. I watched games after that, and people did it. There's no consistency on that rule. But the players, no, they were told at the beginning of the season, do not kick the ball away. You will get a yellow card. Okay? So it's still on the players for being stupid. Reese was on a yellow. He knew he was on a yellow. And instead of playing safe, he tried to play a trick. He got the ball nabbed off of him, and he had to grab the guy because he was going to go in on
Jared,
goal.
not only did he try a trick, he tried a trick towards our goal.
Yeah, it's some of that stuff you got to get out of your own way sometimes. Basic play. When in doubt, kick it out. Anybody ever heard that?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
look, I have to introduce someone here to the panel who is very critical of managers, even though I love her, but she knows where I come from and my perspective on things. Now, Bree and I will talk about Joe Mazzulla till the cows come home, and this is where we can both be hypercritical of manager with that, but that's basketball because there's timeouts and there's set plays and it's a really small court and the coach has a lot of control over it. So Bree and I, we always bitch about Joe Mazzulla because we think the Boston Celtics should have already 2 rings with Jason Tatum. But that's irrelevant to this conversation. What's happening right now is that we're talking about Pochettino, and you, Bree, have been critical of managers over the past couple of years. And so I would like to have your perspective on this because I think even you would agree with us that those players were foolish against Newcastle.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know exactly what it is about Pochettino. I trust him. I really think looking into his beliefs, looking into the way his play style has developed, looking into the way he has taken a player like Mudryk under his wing, and he is almost babying him in a way, kind of protecting him from all of the noise outside, trying to ease him in. I trust this manager. I think he is the perfect manager for this job because it's not going to be easy. We all knew that going in. I was not a fan of Graham Potter before he came in, and I certainly was not a fan while he was here. I think he was
No
in
shit.
way over his head. No shit. Here we are. We know.
Oh, and here's the thing. Here's the thing. Bree and I, we got heated, but at the end of the day, I remembered we're friends, so it's
We're
okay.
always friends.
And she was right about Potter, but with this one, Bree, with this one, this is not the same thing. The people that are bitching about him in the way that they're bitching about Potter, these are people that cannot differentiate two dissimilar things. They're making false equivalencies here. This is not the same situation. Pochettino, I think, is a grand manager. He just
I do too.
it's like Arteta. It's all circumstance. Like you can only do so much. You cannot stop Thiago Silva from fucking up in a profound way that he doesn't do.
The only thing I would say we can hang on Pochettino if the way this was reported, and that's a big if these reports were true, that you know how I've been very vocal about Nico Jackson. I have expressed my concerns from the beginning. If you look at the pattern of when he was scoring goals last season, it's not how many he scored or, wow, he went through this insane purple patch that led to Chelsea triggering his release clause. It was the month, 2 month, even 3 months at one point where he was getting almost 90 minutes every single match, getting starting minutes or playing up until the full hour mark. He was getting consistent game time without injury and was going a month or two without scoring a goal. That is highly concerning for the player that you are bringing in to solve our number one issue that we knew last year was scoring goals. And then we had, Broya coming off of that long-term injury. We don't know what he's going to be. The only thing I say that is on the manager is if what they said was true, which what was reported is that he said he didn't want to sign another striker, that's on Poch. Now, he can't score the goals for Nico Jackson, and I understand he would have wanted to see those 2 strikers in action. But it was up to you to read that situation. Look at the stats. Look at whatever you have to do. They're not.
Can I throw something into this? And I'd like everybody to respond. And Jared and I talked about this during the week, right? Because Napoli was playing, right, Jared? And I'd like everybody to respond.
Sorry about that.
So we're talking about Victor Osimhen, right?
Yeah.
Osimhen, at the time that Pochettino was being interviewed about, you got Nkunku, you got Jackson, you got all this stuff. He's like, oh, I mean, do we really need a striker? I think that he was told we don't need a striker right now because I think there's only one target. I think that even Molina would agree there's only one target for Chelsea. There's only one man. People think, oh, it's Ivan Toney, and oh, it's this, oh, it's Luke Ferguson from Brighton. No. There's one guy, and it's a guy whose idol is Didier Drogba, and he just was flat out not available in June. Like it was almost a pipe dream because Napoli had just offered him a new deal, right? But here's the thing. This is the thing about life, is that sometimes things happen out of the blue that are so crazy you never saw them coming. Like I remember right before COVID started, a hurricane happened in my city. 120-mile-an-hour winds in Utah. And in Utah, we have mountains. You don't have hurricanes. You don't have tornadoes in my state, right? But there was a hurricane right before COVID. I guess it was sequential. And I'm thinking to myself, how do I process this as a human being? Like, how did this happen? But it did happen. It did happen. And you look at the Victor Osimhen situation, right? You say, okay, this guy has not signed his deal yet. And then all of a sudden, Napoli puts out a Snapchat that doesn't just make fun of Osimhen, but openly insults him for missing a penalty kick. Now, he should not have missed that penalty kick, but Napoli had no right to insult the 26-goal Serie A striker from last year that helped you win the league. He put out a Snapchat or a TikTok or whatever that openly insulted the player. And right there, boom, relationship is over. It is over in a way that it wasn't over the day that Pochettino was asked about if he needs a new striker. Now there's an opening. And there's more than an opening because Osimhen has just disallowed any talks about contract with ADL and with Napoli. It's over. And I mean, it's already heating up like mad. Agents leaking, news that he wants to come to Chelsea. This was not at the time when he was asked, but now the context is different. And now we can, and I do believe that we will. I mean, Jared, what do you think?
Yeah, I think that there's probably a couple camps within the organization. Some people think we should go for Tony. Some people want Osimhen. And I'm guessing there's 2 or 3 people who want somebody else. Okay, this is what happens when you have a staff that's job is to go out and find talent. You're going to have disagreements on, but that's good. That's productive.
Yeah, but Jared, that's their job, right?
Right. You end up with the best person because you have people going at each other. That's good. People think that everything needs to be harmonious and there should be no conflict within. That's debate. That's good. That's healthy for the club because you can sit there and go, okay, well, what's his positives? What's his negatives? Same for this player, positives, negatives, and you can hash it out. And you can come up with the best solution. You don't want a bunch of yes men in there because then whoever comes up with the opinion, oh, we need Osimhen. Oh, yes, sir, we need Osimhen. Okay, well, what if there's a better alternative out there? Not to say there is, but to not even look, to not even go out and do your due diligence, that is not the way to run a successful club. You have to go through all of these talents and say, do they fit what we're going to do? What are their positives? What are their negatives? What can I do with this player? This is what's looked at. They're not going to Football Manager and going, that guy's stats look good. I'm going to pick him. And guess what? When he comes in my team, the chemistry is going to be 100% because it's a game. It's not real life. People do not understand when they say you build a team, it doesn't stop with recruitment. You build a team like you would build a family. It has to come together with cohesiveness. So everybody's singing off the same hymn sheet and everybody's going in the same direction. Chelsea are not there yet. We won't be there until we get everybody back playing. And then you can see, okay, well, who is giving us what and what are we missing and who brings that missing piece in? So we could see Oshman signed in January for the summer, not coming in January. Signed in January to come for the summer, come to the summer. I think that's probably most likely what's going to happen. And since we're probably the only Premier League team besides Man City that have 130 million available to be spent, I know there are news reports and some Arsenal fan sites are putting out that Arsenal are going to go in for Oshman, but from my understanding is they have to sell before they can buy in January. So I don't know where they're going to get the 120, 130 million pounds.
I also saw this cost breakdown earlier today about how Arsenal has made 300 million on Champions League. That's just not true. If you win Champions League, your total purse is around 100 million. So, yeah, I mean,
Who wrote the article? Daily Mail?
No. It was Ty from AFTV, right? Melina. Before we move on to the Brighton game and everything, and then we'll get on to Kai Havertz, my guy, your guy. Not really. This wonderfully delicious young lady. Used to call him Shy Havertz. I'm just saying.
Imagine he sees
I'll pick up where you left off.
I mean, you both just mean ladies, just totally mean.
No,
That's
I
not
actually,
what you said at the beginning.
When he played for Chelsea, I said he's the German James Charles. Oh my God!
You
and
did
then
not
we
just
signed
fucking
him.
say that. The German James.
And then we signed him, and I said, "Oh, now we have to back him." So,
Oh my God! See, this
hey,
is
listen. There's one thing I always stand by, even if they're not the greatest. Support your players.
Oh yeah.
Get behind the team.
Is it me or every time that Kai Havertz opens his mouth, I think I'm gonna hear Eddie Murphy's voice.
Oh my God.
Something about that dude. I mean, somebody needs to make him like morphing into donkey.
Well, you take him for a joke, then, Jester?
Just
Fuck. You know what? Fuck all three of you. Fuck you guys, man. Screw you. I'm going home. Y'all are hating on Havertz. I don't appreciate it.
There's one guy that made me really
he
happy.
He just saved your ass. And he did the dumbass celebration with the 5 fingers next to his ears, which is stupid.
Saved their ass when they were up 5-0.
No. That not Melina knows the game I'm talking.
No, I wish he did the shush celebration, the Lukaku, the shush.
Oh, you shush.
I wish he did that.
I wish you would shush. No. My question to all three of you haters is this: do you think that Chelsea is a likely destination for Victor Osimhen? Before we move on,
What'd you say?
If I had to put money on it, yes.
Is Osimhen going to Chelsea?
I think it's the most likely. Yes.
Yeah.
The only competitors I could see would maybe be Real Madrid, but they just cannot stop flirting with Kylian Mbappe, regardless of how much they try and say that they are done. We're not going to go back for that transfer again. We're not going to do that. They keep coming back, so obviously their word doesn't mean very much.
It's like a brokeback mountain.
Dude, I watch Real Madrid play, man. They're one guy away because, dude, Jude Bellingham plays as a second striker. You've got Rodrigo and Vinicius on the flanks. It doesn't, like, Mbappe says he doesn't want to play striker, but yeah, until he plays with those 3 players, then he'll probably change his tune.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, dude, Bellingham, by the way, I'll just say this. He's extremely creative with the way that he moves off the ball. That's a lot of the reason why he gets into situations where the goals look easy. It's because he's very smart. He's very smart. I mean, it's very clear.
One thing I will say, though.
Yeah, Endrick is going to be great, but he's going to be a project.
That's not anything immediate at all.
Yeah.
No.
He might be going to La Masia, but he
Yeah,
ain't starting
buddy.
for Real Madrid.
La
No.
Masia is Barcelona. Jog
Oh,
on.
excuse me.
Excuse you is right.
All
No,
right, I'll flush myself.
Yeah, good. What were you saying, Brie?
Oh, I was going to say one thing I keep seeing on the timeline that's driving me so nuts. We cannot compare Bellingham to Enzo Fernandez
Oh, no.
when one is meant to play much deeper, when you've got Conor Gallagher running around everywhere on the pitch where you never know where he's going to be. Sometimes he's up, further up than the winger. Sometimes he's further back towards defense. I never know where he's going to be. I'm sorry. You can't put the same expectations on Enzo Fernandez as you do for Jude Bellingham, who, as you said, is playing as a second striker.
Dude, Conor Gallagher is playing the position Jude Bellingham plays. Conor Gallagher hasn't scored a goal. So
Let's compare
There's
the
nothing
goals
you
Most
too.
know.
interceptions, though.
I mean, you kind of just damned yourself and convicted yourself of fraud jail right there, Conor Gallagher. You're a trash player. You're trash.
Oh yeah, he's really. You can't have a 10 that can't score or assist.
Or
I
pass.
know he has 4
Or pass.
assists.
By
but-
the way, or trap the ball. Because in order to execute any sort of sequence, you kind of have to trap the ball, right? I mean, isn't that the key?
I think most of his assists are from set pieces, which means corners, which I don't rate because you can get anybody to do that. Fine, I can find anybody to do that. I want you to see you create on the pitch in open play. Okay,
Yeah. All
Good luck.
right.
you can't
So,
give me that all game long. You don't need to be my 10.
yeah. So speaking of the game, we got Brighton, right? I guess Gusto injured.
He's
Really?
still rehabbing his strained knee.
Thank you, Chelsea FC, for those really diplomatic words, right? So you got Kukurea suspended, Reece James captain. Give me another IG post where you apologize to the team. Suspended. Thiago Silva on thin fucking ice. My pedigree chums. The sassy, slow, but really great. Betty Shield looking horrible last game. And Colwell, he's decent player. The best of those 4 this season has been Sassy. There's no doubt. I don't want to go to a 3-5-2 because I don't think this team is built for a 3-5-2. Jared, I think this team is a 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1, a 4-2-3 and a 4-2-3-1. You still have 3 midfielders.
Right.
The difference is simply how high or how low your outside players start. That is the difference. And then what progresses is how much impetus do the outside backs have to flank if your wings cut in. So that's the differentiation between the 4-2-3-1 and the 4-3-3 and every variation in between. I don't want to hear about FIFA bullshit or any jargon or any semantics. 3 midfielders, 3 attackers, 4 defenders. I'm curious, Jared, as to what you think is going to happen because I have an idea, and it certainly ain't going to be Caicedo playing right back against his previous team. That's not happening.
No, it's going to be, and I want to clear up something. Disasi is not quick, but he is fast.
He is fast.
He is fast, but he's not quick. He doesn't have a quick first step.
He's way too big to be fast. How can?
Right.
Sorry, he's way too big to be quick. Who at that size could be?
Right, and then people misconstrue quick and fast. You
Way
can be
different.
fast, but not quick.
Way different things. Quick is side to side. Fast is over 20 to 30 yards.
Right. So he does have speed. I've watched him make up ground on players. His first step is slow because he's a big dude. Okay, so here's my back 4. Levi Colwell left back. And no, it won't be that midget that everybody keeps calling for, Ian Matson. He cannot play left back in the Premier League. Enough of that.
He is a little person. Please keep it moving.
Oh, well, we're not monetized
Respect
anyway.
the short people.
But he's not one.
as
He's
a
not
5'2"
one, okay?
person,
It's not like he's
I
really
prefer
one of
vertically
those.
As
challenged.
a 4'11"
Yeah.
person,
Bree said it
I
best.
prefer
Vertically
fun
challenged.
size.
Bree said it best. Vertically challenged.
Fun size.
4'11"
By the way, Bree
Melina,
stole
you're
that
making.
from me. Bree stole that from me.
Yeah, was it party
stole that
size?
from my
Is it
mom,
party
thanks.
size? Can we say party size? Whatever.
Okay.
He's not going to be playing left back.
Ian Matson is probably never going to play for Chelsea again.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Colwell will start at left back. Vadiscio will be at left center back. Thiago Silva will be at right center back, and Dasasi will be at right back. We're going to have 4 defenders on the pitch, folks.
4 center backs.
4 center backs, which is the Arsenal model, is it not?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, Ben White's not a full
Benny
back. He's a
Blanco.
center back. And
Uh,
really, Tomiyasu's more of a center back and a 3-back system.
By the way,
than he is
side note,
a full back.
Tomiyasu's about to get a new deal. Really good player.
I just
Really?
got a new deal.
Melina, really good player.
Gabriel Moscardo? Yes, he's very good.
No.
I'm probably pronouncing his last name wrong.
I
Who
was-
did you say?
Whoa! She smoked some weed before this stream.
No,
Holy
I did
shit!
not. I
Oh
did
no!
not.
I caught you, Melina. Oh no!
I did
I
not.
said Tomiyasu, the
Oh, my
Arsenal
bad.
player. Is about to get- oh wow!
Sorry, I was.
Did she say Moscato? And you said
Bro,
something?
she
Bro.
was talking about the Brazilian player that we didn't even sign. Oh no, Melina, you
Sorry,
are
I was
in
answering a
weed
text
land.
message. No, I
Oh,
am not.
Oh
This
yeah.
stream
By the
is
way,
not
she
a
most
defamation of
certainly
character, please.
she most certainly is. By the way, she's the best. But oh, Melina, you told on
Well,
yourself.
Tomiyasu,
No, we're talking
yes,
about
he's very
Tomiyasu's.
good.
He's gonna
He's-
get a new deal, right?
He's good. He's getting a new contract soon.
Yeah. By the way, we're joking with the weed.
Ornstein-
Melina does
Ornstein
not
dropped-
smoke weed. We were just kidding. Relax.
Ornstein dropped a bomba.
Yeah.
2025 plus option to extend for 1 year.
I think he's what, 24 years old.
He's 25. Yeah.
I mean, I would give him till 30. Like, I really would. He's a wonderful player. Plus, he's so versatile.
He's really
right?
good on aerial ability.
Yeah. Plus, good at his feet. He can actually get forward too.
And he will never complain.
No,
Whatever you
he just doesn't.
and you got to have people like that. That whatever you ask them to do, they say, yes, sir, I'm going to go do
No,
it.
he's just a pro, right? He's a pro.
Yeah, there's way too many people go, well, I don't want to play that position. It doesn't make me look good.
By the way,
Hey.
him and Ben White, both of them, totally pro. And Ben White, another one, getting another deal, right?
Yeah,
But
he
Jared,
got a
Jared,
lot of
it's not
stick when we
surprising.
first
Not
signed
surprising.
him. People were saying, I mean, of course, football Twitter accountants were saying, we paid 60 million for him. Why are we paying so much money for him? But when a player starts performing and performing well or consistently, I'd say consistently is the right word to use.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden the price tag conversation disappears.
Yeah, but I don't think he was brought in to initially play right back. Though. He's
Yeah,
a better right back than he is.
he's
center
a
back.
right back before we signed him. Yeah, I think he can still play there, but we just don't play him in that position.
Yeah, but I think that he has some.
Like,
some
look at
issues at center
Zinchenko.
back.
Zinchenko can play midfield, but we're not playing him
He's
there.
actually better in midfield than he is
Yeah,
at
like
left
look
back.
at him for Ukraine. He's much better in midfield.
We can't play defense. That's why.
Okay.
He's
All right,
he's
all right.
not
The thing
gonna-
with Zinchenko is he's very hit or miss. You don't know what type of player you're gonna get on the day. Now, mind you, I think since the Burnley game that I saw live, he's been good, but it's just been a couple of games since the Burnley game. I'm not gonna say he's elite player or he's consistent. I don't think he's consistent. I actually think the opposite. But my fan base will argue with you that he's one of the best players in his position, even though he's playing that inverted role.
Okay.
Yeah.
You mean the inverted concept that
That Pep
your
Guardiola
manager
does.
stole from Pep Guardiola? Gotcha. So, Jared, we have our defense, midfield. Bree, you can chime in as well because you're a Chelsea fan. Midfield, I think you guys know where I'm going with this. It's Caicedo, it's Enzo, and
Yes.
it's Cole Palmer. I mean,
Definitely. That's the best midfield when all three are fit.
Well, actually,
Are
it's
you
Nkunku.
are you wanting to go 4-2-3-1?
yeah. I love an
Okay.
old school NCM. Like whenever I think
too.
about NCM, and look, Zidane retired when he his team lost the World Cup in 2006. I was at the Naval Academy on an official visit to go to the Naval Academy, and in that visit, we watched the World Cup in the auditorium, and on that big old fucking screen, we watched him headbutt Materazzi. And I turned to one of the cadets that was watching with us, and I go, "Is this a tape? Did that just actually fucking happen?" And so since then, but it was wild stuff. But I actually declined the Naval Academy, and like sort of this day, wish that I wouldn't have. But my thing is that I love an old school attacking central midfielder, right? And if you look at the modern version of that, my favorite version of that is Mesut Ozil, right? Where when he would receive the ball, it would always be in some version of a manipulatable space that was vulnerable for anyone trying to enter it, because he would enter a space between the outside back and the center back where it was vulnerable for them, or between the center mid and the D mid where it was vulnerable for them. And I always think about Ozil when I think about a real modern attacking mid, because he never lost the ball. He was always searching for something else, always looking to be dangerous, but always progressing it. And I think that Cole Palmer can do that. Now, is he going to be as good as Ozil? You remember, Ozil was signed by Madrid after the, I think, 2006 or 2010 World Cup. Either one of them, I can't remember. But I think it was the 2006 World Cup. He was signed by Real Madrid. And he was so fucking unbelievable in that World Cup. They were like, yeah, this guy carries the ball. He carries the ball. He's so good. He's a modern number 10, modern number 10. And that's what I want. When I look at Cole Palmer, I look at modern number 10.
Yeah, but don't you think that when Nkunku's fit, he'll be in the 10 and Cole Palmer
I
will be on
think
the
that
right wing?
Nkunku will play wherever. It doesn't matter.
I think eventually we'll see Nkunku actually push forward. I really think
It might be like a 4-4-1-1. It might be a 4-3-3 where Nkunku plays wing. I don't know.
And it could be
yet.
something where we see that we haven't seen yet, where we're seeing
but
Palmer and Nkunku kind of.
Excuse me, but is Nkunku as on the ball creative as Palmer is?
No, but my point is we may see a new, I don't want to say position, but a new use for both of them, where they are able to interchange on the pitch, where it's more fluid. It's not a set position.
Right. And look, we talk about positioning all the time, but in real football, people don't stay in that position, right? They kind of go inside.
No, by the way, if they did, they would, other than Holland, they would probably be punished for it. Like,
well,
you have to.
That's not necessarily true. You see during the game, people switch positions all the time. Coaches switch positions.
No. What I'm saying is that if you don't move, you're punished for it by the coach.
No,
Except for Man City this season.
Yeah. Holland
Man City's wings stay on the wing.
Yep. They want to give. That's why Jack Grealish probably is not playing a whole lot.
It's kind of weird
because he drives inside all the time.
He's not as fast as Doku, but I'll tell you what, man, still one of the best wings in the world. All right, so we've got Cole Palmer, Caicedo, who apparently against Newcastle was playing too much for his national team, so he couldn't start for his job.
Yeah.
Bree. He couldn't start for his job.
Not a fan of that.
$125 million player, most expensive midfielder in the history of the world, couldn't start for Chelsea because he was too busy playing too many minutes for his national team, which is a
International
glorified
team.
high school. It's a glorified high school team. It's a fucking participation trophy. Like, who the fuck cares? That's not his job. That's an honor to play. He's been honored about 50 fucking times, and he's 21 years old. How many more honors do you want? Seriously. Oh, I'm so honored to play for my fucking national team. Yeah? Yeah? It's November. Last World Cup was in November. So I think there's going to be a refractory period. It's the same thing that a boner has after you have sex. You don't need to have sex for a little bit. You don't really need to play for a national team for a little bit. My God, what the fuck are we talking about, Bree? Where this dude needed to play and prioritize his national team over his fucking job.
Here's my question for you.
Help me.
We're
do you really
definitely
feel,
getting
though?
canceled. Oh my God.
We have a reference, folks.
Help me, Bree.
Quite honestly, I think that's embarrassing. I mean, Reece James lately can be criticized for a lot of things. The fact that he put his foot down and said, no, I don't feel fit enough. I know my body now. I don't feel fit enough. I'm not going to go and risk my season with my club where I am the captain and they need me. I'm not going to risk that for, what is this, qualifiers? England will make it. They'll be fine without me.
Yeah.
I think Caicedo could learn from that. I understand that it is so. It is an honor to be able to represent your country, really in any form, but not at the risk. We need you. We need you to be there.
Dude,
We need you to
they're
be
not
fit.
going to refuse him. They're not going to refuse him the South American tournament. They're not going to.
No,
Wait,
they
hold
won't.
on. I have a question about that. If Chelsea really wanted to, can't they do a pep and refuse or like a
No, it's on the player.
the player can
You-
refuse to go,
Yes.
or not the
Yeah.
club? Oh.
No, and a coach is saying you really shouldn't say it. Coach, I was joking, dickhead. Relax, dude. Take a breath. The coach. Sorry, the coach. The club cannot demand it. So Reece James, this is a perfect example, right? Reece James went to
it's
Gareth
the
Southgate
obligation to go.
the other day, right? And Southgate's like, well, I don't know, Reece James, great player, but we got Euros coming up so quickly. I mean, we'll see what happens. If I were Reece James, after refusing the recent Europe England call-up, I would have said, Gareth, you know what? I will not be intimidated publicly. If that's the way you feel, then you will choose an inferior player right back for Euros. Go right ahead.
I think you should have done that Elon Musk.
Yeah.
You should have pulled an Elon Musk.
He just said, yeah, you're going to intimidate me? Go fuck yourself. Like,
Yep.
but without
Exactly.
saying, just been a little bit more tactful and just say, well, if that's the way you feel, then go right ahead. Because, by the way, he shouldn't have been intimidated by that. Reece James was not even fit to play for England
Chelsea.
yet. Yeah, like barely fit to play for Chelsea. Certainly not fit to play for England if they want to be a demanding team. So no. Coach, you telling me I shouldn't have said that? No. My context matters. The real issue is that they are being called for games that don't matter.
He says you're gonna send him to hell, man.
No. The point is this. No. They need to coach. They need to prioritize this club over the honor of playing it for a national team that wouldn't dare not call them if they didn't go one time.
And look, there is some actual issues here. There are actual issues here. There are way too many games being played because it's a money grab by FIFA.
Yeah, that's
Anyway,
very true.
so
get over it. That's not going to change.
But it's also like,
but it's also up to
it's also like the sponsors and stuff and marketing, the media, like broadcasting.
No. And these deals are done, by the way. All these new games.
Yeah, they can't just cancel those.
No. Those deals were done 18 months ago. All of that marketing revenue, they've already cashed. They've charged the credit cards of the motherfucking participants.
What I'm saying is, however,
I
It's
know because I'm
incumbent
in that
upon the
business.
player to do what's in their best interest.
No shit,
And
Jared.
their best interest is to play club football, not to go play for their home country. And if you continue down this path, you're going to have a split. You know, they might even go back to having amateurs only, because
Well, they'll
the
never do.
money that these clubs are going to start losing when these superstar players get injured for their national team,
Yeah.
at some point in time, these billionaire owners are going to look at their and say, no, we're not going to send our people back. And if FIFA doesn't like it, screw FIFA. We got
And
more
here's the
money
thing.
than them.
Here's the thing is, I believe he's from Colombia, no?
Yeah.
Who?
Okay. Can you name 5 Colombian stars?
He's not from Colombia.
He's not?
He's from Ecuador.
No, he's
Ecuador. Right?
okay. Even better. Can you name 5 Ecuadorian players?
I can name
Yeah,
one.
Kendrick biased.
Exactly.
Kendrick Bias.
Oh, you can name
But he
2.
plays
There
for
you go.
Chelsea.
So, but that's my point. That's my point. And it ties in with what Carlito was saying. There is no way in hell they are going to tell Caicedo no. There's no way. And I think for being a young star in this league and also in this team, he is so crucial. He needs to think about the context of where we are and what missing him in our team, what ramifications that will have. We saw that against Newcastle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you not
Well,
see
I'm going
that?
to defend him. I'm going to
No,
defend him.
Jared, before you go, I do want to say I saw that game Argentina versus Brazil where Argentina won. That wasn't a game. That
No.
was a culture war.
Hmm.
And it was the first 30 minutes, including stands, was so violent that there was no football being played. And
Yeah.
Enzo was like on the field, whereas like you have Rodrigo de Paul and Joe Linton and all these motherfuckers that want violence. And Enzo's in the middle going like, I can't even contribute to this because I'm not this type of footballer. Like, what is he doing and playing in a meaningless game? So, like, for me, it's more along the lines of this is your job. You're getting paid a lot of money. And not only more than that, we've invested so much into you. You have 9-year, 8-year contracts. You're 120 and $115 million players. I'm sorry, but you need to start prioritizing your employer, the person that is paying you. Because I know you get paid by the national team, but it's really not that type of way. And Enzo also already won the fucking World Cup. And not only did he almost already win the World Cup, he was also fucking integral to winning the World Cup at 21. He already did that dance, motherfucker. You already smashed that hot girl. But here's the deal, man. You are now dating someone that is insanely hot, but very tedious and requires care. And is
That's called high
worth it.
maintenance.
Yeah, but it's worth it. Yeah, but it's worth it if you actually show up on time to the date.
Okay. I'm going to defend Moises Caicedo since nobody will. This is a club rule. Who's to say Moises Caicedo couldn't have started against Newcastle? It was a club rule that kept
I
him out.
completely agree with you on this one. I completely agree.
And to follow up that, I do have something to say to Podge. You're not a player. You're not held to the same standards as players. So for you to sit in the stands because you want to be equal to your players is a bitch move.
No. Explain what happened because, Jared, I didn't know this at the time.
He got a 3rd yellow card. From my understanding, he was not suspended for the Newcastle game. But because Nick Jackson had picked up a stupid yellow card and he suspended him for a half or a game,
He didn't.
he did the same thing for himself.
The FA suspended Nick Jackson.
Well, I think that he didn't start him a game because he picked up a stupid yellow card or something like that. So he's like, you know what? Everybody's equal around here. No, you're the CEO, the king, the ruler. You are the dude that walks around with the hammer. And you're the one that lays the boom on people. It's hierarchical.
So what Jared is saying is that he self-imposed a ban.
He self-imposed his ban against Newcastle. That is what was reported. Whether that's true or not, I don't know.
Bree, is there any credibility to that?
Your guess is as good as mine.
I've never heard
No,
of
no,
it.
no, no, no.
People
I'm
being
asking
suspended.
because if he actually did that, then it's just simply something I would have never done.
I mean, I've heard the same things, or I've read the same things, but
Yeah, but I don't want conjecture. No, I'm
Okay. I will look up the rule. How many
no. I mean,
yellow cards?
There's no amount of yellow for a manager. I had 5 red cards as a manager. By the way, 0 as a player. There are no amount of yellow cards as a manager.
then that
Yeah.
means it would have to be self-imposed.
Bree, if he did that, that is crazy.
He did that.
The only thing I can think, just to defend Pochettino, just to play devil's advocate here, the only thing I can think that it would come down to is the major thing this squad is lacking
Is discipline.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't. You're the head. You're the figurehead.
Yeah, but Bree, this is a huge game. You can't. You should set look.
I know
if
it
you want to
is.
make a point, if you want to set an example, do it in I mean, even though there's no lesser games, do it in a game that's not this one. Where if we win, this is a huge statement. I just disagree with the tactics. If you're right, I understand.
Yeah.
But man, it's a miscalculation because we really needed him.
And even then, clearly the lesson, if that's what it was, clearly the lesson didn't sink in because we now have lost Cucurella and Reece James for further suspensions.
Right, and we played like crap. We played like our manager was sitting in the stands.
Yeah, I mean, my God, I mean, like it's like we had no interest in using any of our strengths because if we did, we would have won the game. We're a better team.
Yeah, to me, there are rules. I love the military. My brother was.
Me too, man. Me too. Everybody in America that respects this country loves the military.
So I like the hierarchical order in the military. Maurizio, you're a general. You don't live by the same rules as the grunt. Just different rules for different schools, bro. You don't take a self-imposed exile to the stands when you're going away to Newcastle. You don't do that. Okay, if it's Crystal Palace, maybe. Newcastle's a team. Even if with all those injuries, they're still a team.
Oh, well drilled team.
And you're going to sit in the stands? That's my only negative thing I can say about Pochettino this year.
Yeah.
Is you don't
really
do that,
disappointing.
bro. It's disappointing and it's amateur hour. If you have to sit in the stands to show discipline, well, I got another way to do it. Okay? I'm old school. You don't do what you're supposed to do? How about run and do some slides and strides? Huh? How about some gassers? How about where you run you till you throw up? Maybe you won't do it next time. That's the way you install discipline. You don't go, I'm the same as you, so I'll just go into the stands. Guess what? That is modern day woke leftism.
Let's not.
Does not work when you're educating people. It does not work because you're supposed to be an authority. Carlito, you're an authority. When you were a coach, would you have done that?
Well, no. I mean, look. Oh, of course not. Of course not. They would have had to drag me off the field. And even though I'm a Democrat, they would have had to fucking kill me. I would never have just like self-imposed some sort of ban. That's like an experimental technique that you would use in preseason and certainly not in the biggest game of the season where you're on a roll after you just basically took a 2-man city. And so what you're trying to do now is some progressive technique that is never going to work in England. That just seems to me like the most absurd thing in the world. And
in a competitive nature too. Yeah,
but dude, I don't imagine that these guys are like liberal progressives at all. No, these guys are fucking crazy competitive. They're not. It's so like I don't even think politics even flows into it.
No,
I'm
I'm
just
just saying
like-
it's a new
No,
age
I know,
technique.
but
Just-
even then,
I'm sorry, I
Jared,
apologize. It's a new age technique.
but even then, no fucking way would a liberal politician say, "I'm just going to back out because it's just the right thing to do."
Right. I'm
Like,
just
get
saying
the
it's a new
fuck
age.
out of here, man.
I was
You
not trying
hear
to
me
bring
though, right?
politics. Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm not bringing
No,
politics.
it's like
I'm saying
no.
it's a new age
The
technique
point
that
is,
doesn't
the
work.
point is that no one would do this.
No,
No one.
It's not something that you don't want to be on the same level as your players. Your players are you're there to manage them.
Yeah.
It's
As
like
I've been a manager my entire life almost.
All right,
Managing teenagers, managing
let's let
adults.
Bree speak. You and I is
Oh,
spoken enough. Let's let Bree speak. Sorry.
I was just say you can compare it to parents who are more concerned with being their kids' friends than their parents.
Yeah.
These are young. I mean, other than Thiago Silva, who is, I think he was born the same year as my grandfather when paper was invented.
Jesus.
Wow.
You do know
That's
I'm older than
brutal.
Thiago Silva.
Oh my
I'm
god.
older than Thiago. But thank you for that. Thank you for that.
I'm just
I
kidding.
appreciate it.
Wow, you just killed him, man. Wow.
But I think these what these players really need.
He has sound effects.
I think what these players really need, personality-wise, from a leader, is someone like a Jose Mourinho, who is no nonsense, no bullshit. You want to play games? You're not gonna fucking play.
My name is Jose.
I'm sorry. I know he's Portuguese. When it's Portuguese, you say the J. When it's Spanish, you don't.
So all right, so I want to do two things. I want to ask who the striker is, and then I want to talk to Melina about Kai
You
Havertz.
don't have
Oh,
to.
I thought you were gonna do the whole Jesus thing again.
No, I already asked Jessica. I already asked her.
That was crazy.
Well, the
Nope.
man said his name was Jose. I don't care what language,
No, no,
language he speaks.
Jose.
The man says his
So,
name is Jose.
all right,
his name is Jose.
no. Who's the striker, Jared? Who's the striker, Bree?
We don't have one.
Good
Oh, it's
question.
going to be Nick Jackson.
Ugh.
I'm gonna go with Broja, actually.
You're going to go with Broja. Okay.
Yeah, I
Since
am.
one way haven't
Because,
done it, I really don't care.
well, I think Broja's a bastard sometimes.
I think he's a more physical player.
Yeah, definitely. Right? Like, if anything, I used to tell this to players, and I actually used to do this as a player. In the first 15 seconds, if I could, the person that was defending me, whether it be when I was a striker, the center back, or as a center mid, the other center mid, I would try to foul them in a way that wouldn't be a yellow card, but it would be a blatant off-ball foul. Just hit him as hard as I could without getting a yellow card. I would often do that just to send a message. And the message is that if that player gets the ball, he will think twice or second guess himself that he might get hit again that way. Because no ref is going to give a yellow card on a not harsh foul, but not benign foul, something that's in between. And I think that Broja has that kind of tendency every time he either gets the ball or challenges for the ball. He has that in between, operating that purgatory of fouls, that type of physicality, when I think that makes defenders apprehensive.
And another thing, I think we see it a lot with Mudryk too, both Mudryk and Broja. I think they're both lucky players. And what I mean by that is if you compare Mudryk to Madueke or Jackson to Broja, both Mudryk and Broja just make things happen. Whether they're getting goals and assists for themselves, not always, whether they're winning penalties and, Palmer goes on to convert those, these two players consistently make things happen for the team.
Especially together.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's luck. I think that's pressure that they put on the other team.
Yeah.
Fulham game is a perfect example.
Whatever you want to call it, whatever dressing you want to put on it.
I think that they're so
different.
fast and so powerful that it does scare the back line. Madueke, he's way too side to side. He cuts back. I mean, he's just as threatening as he could be. He's just not, which
He's
is like
throwing the ball.
crazy because he should be like Jared. Don't you think he should be good? He should be good.
He's on the ball too long. I'm
Yeah.
gonna trade. I'm gonna slow everything. No, dude.
I don't want to.
You're killing the flow.
Yeah, I don't want to dwell, but like I agree with you on that. But I think I'd go with Broja. So Jared, you gonna go with Jackson?
To me, flip a coin. Okay, flip a coin.
I think I got to give Broja a try, Jared. I really do.
Sure. Okay,
the reason I do it is because he's bigger, and I want them to be intimidated. I want that fucking cunt bag manager. Sorry for the C word, but that manager is such an asshole. He really is. He's the fucking worst, man. Deserby. Oh my god.
Well, they are plenty injured too. Their best center back is out for red card suspension.
Yeah.
Lewis Dunk is not. I believe is not playing. And they've joined the injury competition for the most injured players out. So
they still have Joao Pedro, right?
Yeah.
Pedro and what's the big Ferguson?
Oh yeah.
Is he good?
Well, they're asking for 130 million.
Ferguson.
Hold on. None of us are going to do business with Brighton.
I would fucking hope not. Bree, so help me God.
That was so bad. Oh my god.
I think you've seen my rants about Brighton. I'm so fucking done. I've seen people talking about Deserby is this like next coming of God. I've seen, I hope we get Evan Ferguson or we're going to go back in for. No, we're not.
I think what pissed me off more, and I'm not even a Chelsea fan, is that
Rather
stupid
die.
Brighton bubble guy.
Oh my god, yeah. trying to force a rivalry with Chelsea.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. I know you made it into Europe, but why don't you try winning something first, man? I don't think you even have a trophy cabinet. So simmer down. I'm teasing, but
oh no, Bree. She understands.
Man, it's the barbecue. Bring the heat.
No, Bree. Like, I talked to Melina about this too. You and I talk about Deserby all the time. I talked to Melina about this too. Deserby's the fucking worst.
Yeah. Yep.
This is the dude that needs some sweet chin music. And once you gave him some sweet chin music, he would not be. He would be a different dude. He's one of those guys that's always cocky, and all you want to do is punch him square in the face.
He's like 50 and does his hair like Pauly D. What is that?
Hey, by the way, side note, shout out Jason Tatum. Keep it moving. I saw your message. Keep it moving. Here we go.
My message?
Oh, yeah. I got your message.
Right, there's a Celtics game right now, people in the chat, and there's a lot of ball going on.
We're Carlito and I are Celtics fans, and we're winning against Philly, but we're not playing well.
Here's the thing: it's more like cultish Celtics fans.
Yeah.
we have drank in the real Kool-Aid, like the way that Barcelona fans did during Guardiola's sextuple. Like that's what this is like.
Be honest, Carlito. We drank the dirty water.
I don't care. I'll drink it all. I'll drink all of it. I don't care if it's from Wally's pub. I don't care. I'll drink it all.
There you go.
I don't care.
Do it.
No. Marcus Smart. See you later. Mark Brogdon. See you later. Bring me Drew Holiday. Bring me Porzingis.
Bring me Tingus Pingus. I fucking love this man so much.
Bring me the donkey. Let's talk about the donkey.
Oh, all right.
He looks just like my ex. Are you talking about Draymond Green?
Oh,
no,
I can't stand that guy.
Oh my God, Terrence.
Kai Havertz.
What a transition. Because both Kai Havertz and Draymond Green both look like a donkey. Oh, wow.
Kai Havertz has nice hair, though.
Ooh.
Although I have
by the way, Draymond Green also 4 rings. Got to give it to him. But Kai Havertz 1 ring. He's got a ring. You got to give it to him. So, Melina, I got to ask you this question because, you got a lot of GNA guys. GNA. What the fuck does that really mean? GNA. Goals and assists. The box score fans, right? And this is actually pertinent to Draymond Green. Draymond Green is a Hall of Famer. Draymond Green has 4 rings. Defensive Player of the Year, I think 2 times. And I think he got All-Star 3 or 4, right? But his GNA, right? His boards, his buckets, real low. And I keep thinking about this metric, Melina, GNA, and how shallow it really is. Zinedine Zidane, probably the best player I've ever seen. Zidane's like highest goal scoring average.
The eye test versus stats
was like, it was like what? Like Zidane was an attacking mid-second striker. I think he scored like 5 or 6 goals a season at most. And it was like, okay, GNA. Well, do you watch the games? Like Melina, do you watch the games? Does the end product matter, or does everything else matter? Like you look at the souffle, right? But did you watch the chef incorporate every ingredient? Did you watch the chef, put the dough into the freezer for 2 days, or the meat into the freezer for a week? Did you allow every other operational aspect of the buildup to be incorporated, or did you just look at the end product? GNA. That's just such a nonsense concept. It's a nonsense, shallow concept because you're completely discounting every other part of the process that incorporates scoring a goal. Because scoring a goal takes everyone. Not just the fucking guy that taps it in like Holland. No, it takes 30 minutes to score a fucking goal, man. And it takes so many parts.
I think this also ties into sorry, Jared. This also ties into when we had arguments in the GC about how goalkeepers are not the most important position to a starting 11. Mm-hmm. Now, the reason I bring this up is because that's the same thing, same concept. I don't think GNA is the end and be all of winning a game.
It's not.
Yes, it's part of the factor, but I don't like. There's people who are very stats heavy and write off a player because of their stats, rather than seeing the player for how they actually are on the ball with the eye test. Yeah, that's just what I wanted to say. I've seen this a lot, and I think it's new. The newer generation is of watching football, or maybe I'm wrong, but I see it mostly from the newer Twitter tacticos, who think they know everything of stats and analytics when it comes to, this player has X amount of GA, and I don't think that defines a player either.
Yeah, but Declan Rice doesn't really score a lot of goals.
No, but he offers so much more.
But he doesn't assist either, Melina. What are you gonna do, man? You should fire. You know what, Melina? You should fire him because he doesn't have 10 assists already. You should fire him.
I'm about to destroy this argument. It's about to be really crispy up in this motherfucker. Okay?
All right, go ahead.
Somebody explain to me, if a ball doesn't go in the back of the net, how do you win the game?
Oh no, you have to score. Yeah, my point is that.
And then what is Kai Havertz brought in to do? Not build up play.
No, I know
he is not brought in to score and assist.
No, he was not. Oh,
he wasn't.
No, Jared. No, he wasn't.
For 65 million pounds, he wasn't brought in to score and assist.
Mason Mount costs the same amount. He hasn't scored shit.
But apparently,
Kai Havertz was brought in. Look. Hold on. Because Arteta just laid it out pretty quickly the other day. He said Kai Havertz is a left-sided attacking mid if you have a D mid and 2 attacking mids. He said this is his position. And I said, well, you know what? I kind of fucking agree because he's kind of left-footed. And Odegaard kind of goes drifting right side to left anyway. That's his position. So, no, he wasn't bought to score. He was bought to facilitate, and I think that
65
they're going to get rid of. By the way, I think they're going to get rid of Thomas Partey, anyways. So yeah, I think that your actual ideal inverted triangle is D mid Rice, attacking mid Odegaard and Havertz. That's actually where I think he would play. And Arteta literally just fucking said this the other day, and that makes what he's saying appropriate to what is happening on the field.
Okay, if you start Martin Odegaard, Kai Havertz, and Declan Rice in your midfield, you ain't winning a damn thing.
They're in first place.
Who said that, Jared? Jared, come back to
I
this at
said
the end
it.
of the
I
season.
said it.
All right,
Flip
Jared.
this shit up.
Jared,
Flip it.
come back at the end of the season.
Jared,
I will
they're in
finish
first
you when
place.
we win a trophy.
They were in first place without Kai Havertz last year.
I
Did they win
don't
anything?
care. They are
Thank you
in
very
first
much.
We
place
will win
now.
something this season. I'm telling
No,
you.
Jared,
we will
no.
win something
You
this
you
season.
are way too smart and way too seasoned to think that what just happened over the last 2 months is going to affect what's going to happen in March. It doesn't. No. I'm sorry, but you're wrong on this, and I'm right, and I believe in what Molina is saying and what Arteta is saying about Havertz. I believe that there is absolutely going to be an integration period that is already happening where he is going to fucking contribute in a valuable manner, not just domestically, but abroad.
Oh, he might get with abroad, but he ain't gonna do nothing for Arsenal.
I don't give a shit if you don't agree. This has nothing to do with me and my Chelsea
Jared, this
fandom.
is the
I
same
think this is a
player
good
who
player.
won you the Champions League. This is the same
No.
player.
No, the team won the Champions League, but he did score.
He scored the goal that.
Yes, that's the only thing he's done for Chelsea, except for miss sitter after sitter and go missing for half a game.
No. He played very
The
well
man
against
says
Real
he's
Madrid. He played very well against Real Madrid in the semifinals.
He is a player with no position. He says he's a nine.
Mikel Arteta just defined his position. Left side of a 4-3-3, D mid, two attacking mids. He just defined his position.
Mikel, play Odegaard, Havertz, and Declan Rice as your midfield
He's
three.
about to.
Please.
We will tomorrow.
I
We will
beg you.
tomorrow. Your
He's
wish,
literally
your
about
wish
to.
is my command,
Good.
Jared. Your wish is my
Good.
command.
By the
Good.
way, if he does, and Havertz plays with Odegaard, you're going to see some serious fucking creation, man.
They're playing Wolves. I don't expect much from Wolves.
Wolves just had
Okay.
a huge win the other day. What are you talking about?
Great. I think they're going to
No,
pound
but Wolves have
5-0.
some players injured. I think Neto. Anyway, they're still like. I think the only player they have
I
that's
am
good for them is
defending
one.
I am defending Arsenal because I am tired of Chelsea fans saying that this team is not competing when they are.
I didn't say
They're
they were competing.
first
I said they
place
weren't
in
gonna
England.
win. I said they weren't going to win.
Jared,
I didn't say they weren't competing. Obviously, they're
Jared,
competing.
I think that you're old enough to understand that nobody knows.
No, I do know.
It's too
I said they
early
were
to
gonna
say.
win last
Just
year,
because
and
we're
they didn't
top of the
win.
league now doesn't mean where we'll be in March.
No, what I'm saying is that he has made them believers. This coach that I don't like, this coach with
Right.
his waxy hair. And by the way, he wears makeup on the sideline.
Makeup.
This motherfucker wears
No,
a
hell
foundation.
no. Hell no. Come on.
Yes, he does.
How do you know?
Yes, he does. There's not a goddamn blemish on that cutesy footsie face of his. No. He's wearing makeup and he's getting that wax on his hair. But I'll tell
Alex
you
just
what.
asked for the link.
Oh, no. Oh, hey, I sent him the link. Alex, I sent you the link.
I got
Alex,
Alex.
Carlito, I literally just sent you the link. I knew you were going to ask for it. No, he is absolutely wearing makeup. I don't care. Arteta has done an absolutely fantastic job. And I think he's fucking annoying. And I wish he would never coach my team. It doesn't matter. I still think he's doing a great job.
Well,
And guess
that's
what?
fine.
What he said about Havertz, he's totally right. Chelsea fans shit on Havertz the entire time he was here. After the
But he
UCL,
was
they
shit.
killed him.
But he
No.
wasn't good.
No. They unceremoniously killed him in a way that was cruel.
Kai Havertz. I was a Kai Havertz fan when he came in. He made
Yeah,
me a
I'm still a
non-fan
Kai-
by the way he played. Okay? I'm sorry. I watched that guy for 3 years. Do
Yo,
absolutely
Redneck
nothing.
Dude, check your Twitter. I sent it to you, buddy.
I sent it to him. He'll be on in a second.
All right, cool.
But
Yeah,
no,
Alex,
I was a Kai Havertz fanboy at first, and this dude drained every piece of fandom from me for him because he was that
all
bad.
right, Breezy. I think you agree with Jared on this one.
There was a point that I had a conversation with my mom that I wanted to name my firstborn son Kai Havertz.
Oh,
well,
wow.
I wanted to name him Kai because I really like the name.
It is a really cool name, by the way. I'll give him that.
It's a cool
Big
name,
up,
and
Jester.
it was.
Oh, Alex, what's up, buddy?
Hi, Alex.
Oh, it's really gonna get
Melina.
spicy up in here now.
Hey, Breezy, I didn't meet you. Nice to meet you. I'm Alex.
Nice to meet you. Hey, Alex.
Hey, Alex. Fuck you.
Hey,
I'm Carlito.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I didn't know that you are the one that hold on to the Twitter called Blue Car Project because I blocked your ass for calling me next.
I think you mean Blue Balls Project.
Yeah, Blue
No,
Ball. Something
that's
project.
my podcast. That's my podcast.
Well, you
Blue
commented
Balls?
something and
Did I say next? Did I say next to you?
yeah, you said next to
Oh,
me.
shit.
That was the
Oh,
last
no,
time.
you got
This
it.
is the last time you told me next. You blocked.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Alex.
I didn't block you on Carlito because I saw you.
Well,
Anyway,
can you unblock?
anyway,
Can you unblock?
yeah, I will.
Okay,
Depends
thanks,
on the
bro. All right,
conversation.
talk to me, Alex. Why'd you want to participate? What's going on, buddy? What's going on?
Why I want to participate is
What's going on?
I'm gonna defend my brother Jester over here of Kai Havertz shit. Like this is nonsense.
This fucking guy.
And I actually was one of the latest on Lewis stream that actually held on to Kai Havertz for long as I could. But even I could not condemn the. Not even. How is it in English politely to say it like I really thought that he actually had something because he did. He looked like he did.
Potential, right?
Potential, yeah. Like that's what Chelsea team have 24 players of potentials now.
Yeah.
It's the same was 3 years ago or 4 years ago when Kai Havertz joined us. Yeah. And I saw something in him. But and you keep tell yourself that he didn't supposed to score. He didn't supposed to assist. By the way, the GNA thing, it's just a term used to analyze, to put the number, to put the formula into.
Well, no, that's a shallow.
It's one of them. It's not one only.
It's one of many, Alex.
One of many, but what I'm saying is
but Alex, I would prefer everybody to watch it. I would prefer everybody to watch the games.
Have a bazaar. Let's not have a bazaar. Let's have a conversation. Actually,
okay. But I would prefer, Alex. I would prefer that everybody watch the games instead of looking at the box scores when they didn't watch the games and say, "Oh, this guy scored," or "This guy had an assist," or that makes him a good player. That makes him a bad player.
I heard. I don't know what kind of job you do, but I heard you did a lot of them. So last thing I heard, you do the finance or some kind of thing, right?
I'm in marketing.
Okay, marketing. So let me ask you: when people try to how you say it? What's those people names that live that on Wall Street people? What's the name? Is that something?
Brokers,
stockbrokers, whatever. How do you think they try to predict the future? They use some kind of formula or some kind of stats?
Well, often they do actually. Yeah, it's called speculation.
Yeah, so that's the thing that that anybody using just to justify the level of the player. Not all of them, but one of them. And GNA, it's actually really good data. But if you're just using GNA, not the other one, where you can combine them both and show it, or if not using even your eye test, you can see it that it's flaws. You're right about it could be a flaws.
Yeah.
But you see, the problem with GNA and the people with stat, they use it when it's helps the situation.
For
example,
they use it when it's convenient.
Exactly. You mentioned Declan Rice. Yeah. Why did you mention Declan Rice? Because his position is actually not his high scoring position. Right. It's literally not high scoring position. So for him, GNA, it's a moot point of conversation.
100%, Alex. That's my point. But here's the thing: is that Alex, before you continue, I know what you're going to say, but the problem is that people will use the fact that Declan Rice is playing D mid. They don't care. They will say GNA. Midfielder means assist. Assist means 5, 6, 7. But if he's playing D mid, how can you possibly have 5, 6, 7 assists when your first point of attack is at the 18 of your own goalkeeper, receiving the ball from the center back and moving the ball forward? Right? How can you have assists if that's where you receive the ball and that's where you're supposed to be?
And that's why
of
nobody is gonna use a GNA formula against Declan Rice.
Nobody. I
Well,
assure you, people
okay,
will.
Okay. Well, I try to avoid those kind of people conversation.
No, I know
I
that you do, Alex, but you're not everybody.
But no. But you use this specific thing towards Jester. When Jester used the conversation specifically about Kai Havertz, you changed the conversation from Kai Havertz towards Rice, and that's why I was like, "Yo."
Oh no. I meant Rice was like a sort of stupid example because there should be no comparison.
Yes, you can use him as mount.
Oh no. It's like a stupid conversation.
You can use Kai Havertz in the same GNA, same formula as mount. That will be a comfortable conversation.
Of course, that's why I said Mount next. But Alex, I said Mount next.
Okay, Mount. You can use even what's his name?
I mean, there's Bruno Fernandes, right?
Exactly. There's plenty of players to use it. So when you use in the DM, it's a wrong position.
I know. Alex, I was being ironic.
Anyway, another point. The GNA is not the only stat that you can use it.
No,
there's another
it should
one.
not be the only stat that you use.
Exactly. So for me, the GNA, it's the prime example. It should be used only with secondary to final position on the field, from the high third to the from the high second to the third position. That's where you should use the GNA, because that's when you actually know how your attack is working. If your attack does not, first of all, when you're using GNA towards specific player, it's already flaw. You should use it as a line. You should use the front three. Use they combine GNA in one game. That will tell you a bigger picture.
All right, hold on. Because I want to hear Molina's perspective on this. But I will say that GNA, Alex, respectfully, it's just a lazy stat because I look at Zidane and I think that Zidane is the best player I've ever seen in my life, ever. And second best player I've ever seen is Ronaldo Nazario from, Brazil. Santos. He went to PSV. He went to Barcelona. He went to Inter. He went to Real Madrid. And then he went to AC Milan. All that stuff. Gotcha. Okay. Those are the two best players I've ever seen. Zidane did not score.
What does that has to do with anything?
Zidane did not score even close to as many goals as Ronaldo Nazario. It didn't matter to me because even though Zidane was the second striker, everything else that Zidane did not show up on the box score. It did not show up in traditional analytics that lazy fans that don't watch games, aka young fans, they don't watch games. They look at the box score and they say, who scored? Who didn't score? And they would totally discount a player like Zidane, who I consider to be the best player I've ever seen.
Okay, so you use them. How old are you? If you don't mind.
I'm 35.
35. So when Zidane was in prime, it was the late 90s to early 2000s, right?
So Zidane's yeah. So yeah, he would be Juventus to Real Madrid. Yeah, that.
How old are you when he was then in the late 90s?
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Okay, I'm trying to look at his numbers real quick. And Zidane in 689 club games scored 125 goals and 141 assists.
So watch his numbers against Juventus. Sorry, not against, but with Juventus before he secured his major move to Real Madrid. Zidane was averaging 5-6 goals a season for Juventus in Serie A. Was not consequential at all.
In 2000, 2001, he had 6 goals and 13 assists.
Yep.
That's
Not a
pretty
lot
good.
of goals. Not a lot
First
of
of
goals.
all, when he moved to Galacticos, by the way, Italian league in the 90s were the strongest leagues in the world.
Oh, 100%. By the way, I know that, Alex. I know that.
So please don't tell me Galacticos is supposed to impress me when he moved into the thing and he played
I'm
with
not.
David Beckham.
No. What I'm saying is that the numbers that he had at Juventus
Yeah,
are
in Juventus,
consequential.
only in 1 year in Juventus. That's how we're gonna go. He
did
still
not
scored
play with
150.
No, hold on. My point is this. He played second striker, one of the most creative players ever. But he did not bang in goals like Frank Lampard. Now, would you ask me, is Frank Lampard a better player than Zidane? Not even close. And Frank Lampard scored way more goals than Zidane.
I don't understand. I really don't understand your conversation, where the conversation is actually going.
No. My point is that GNA doesn't really matter. I would rather watch the player. That's my point. My point is that
Yeah,
I would rather
look.
watch the player.
If you just rely on GNA, that's lazy.
Alex,
we all agree
Alex,
with you.
no. I'll explain it because he asked, Jared, because he asked. Goals and assists is fine, and I understand it. But sabermetrics and analytics are way more important with basketball and with baseball. With soccer, football, right? I think it's more about just watch the player play. Because that matters to me so much more than
Yeah, but
just
that will,
the goals and
but that
assists.
will only. First of all, that will the GNA. You cannot put it on the established player and versus the ones that you have a prospect.
N'Golo Kante barely scored any, and you think he's one of the
Yes,
best
and
players
he's
ever.
the deepest midfielder.
I
Everybody
know,
knows
but
that.
what I'm saying is that you just have to watch the games more, and I just don't think that the
But
fans
the
that
problem
rely
with
on
the
the fans that rely on GNA do not watch the games enough to understand the game enough to say the GNA is not an appropriate standard to say if a player is good or not.
nobody said that only stat can determine the player.
A lot of fans have, Alex. Not you, not me, not Jared, because we're old enough to know better.
The problem is your eye test can be telling you one thing and it can be telling to the other person different thing, because it depends how you like the game to be played.
Yeah, but Alex, I'm pretty sure you and I like the game played the same way.
No, you don't. No, you don't. I actually like the game to play more defensively. You like the game to be played more openly, more offensively.
Alex, I was joking.
No. What I'm saying is.
Oh no, Alex, I was kidding.
What I'm saying is the eye test is still going to be determined based on how you like the game to be watched.
No, because I used to coach a bunch of different ways, man. Come on. There's a bunch of different ways to skin a cat.
Look, opinions are always going to be just that. They're opinions. Nobody's talking about anybody here's opinion as a fact.
And
all right, so
I pick up on stuff. I guess he left. I pick up on stuff that other people don't. Carlito's going to pick up on stuff because he coached the game and I didn't. Oh, there he is. And
Alex,
you kicked him out. I'm just kidding. That's false,
I
Alex.
did not.
Wrong
Like I
button.
said, it was a joke.
No. Hey, let's hold on. Let's hear from Jared and then from the ladies. Okay.
So opinions are just that. Everybody knows opinions are like assholes. Everybody has them and they all stink, right?
Not mine.
Okay.
No. My opinion is brilliant.
Okay. Well, then mine.
I can't reach it to sniff it. So if I can reach it to sniff it, it's on you.
All I'm saying.
By the way, Alex, I also like you, so fuck off.
So people need to understand that there's no right way or wrong way to watch a match or to break down a player. That's why there's so many different types of managers and players. They want different players because there's no set. Everybody has to play this way. Okay.
Exactly.
From me, when I watched Kai Havertz for 3 years, with different managers and different types of positions, and he never came good under any of those managers on a consistent basis. Now, maybe that's the age. Maybe that's coming over from Germany and having to get in with the Premier League. But I have yet to see this guy put a consistent run of games together where you go, oh, that's the Kai Havertz we were supposed to get. I've not seen that. I've seen it somewhat in European competitions because those are easier competitions to do them in. But in the Premier League, game in, game out, he has yet to show me in the time he's been in England that he deserves to be a starting player in the EPL.
So
You know what's funny,
That's
Jester?
all.
Even
Alex,
his
Alex,
even
Alex,
his
we gotta-
international manager
Alex, we got
doesn't know where he should be
We gotta
played.
ask the females, man.
No, yeah, he played left back.
So, okay, so I will go with Bree, and then I'll transition into Melina because this is her player. Bree, actually, you know what? I want to bring up what Arteta said.
What did he say?
Give me a fucking second, asshole.
While you pull
Really?
that
He
up,
said
I just
that?
want to
Who did
make
he say
one
that to?
point.
Arteta says Havertz.
You have
Yeah.
a few drinks, Carlito, or something? Because your words become
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. They
It's
become
the
one
barbecue.
long word. Oh, okay.
That's what
never
you
mind.
do.
Hey, Alex.
Never mind.
I didn't sign a disclaimer.
I
Havertz.
don't think you need to sign it because I hear you speak.
I mean, my dude, I invited you, right? But when I'm on it, I'm here. So tell me how I speak now. Arteta, Havertz. If you ask him to go to war, he would be the first one to go down there. But he doesn't want
Is
to
that a
take
hint
credit.
because he's German? I'm sure.
God, Alex.
It's a fair point.
I don't care. It's just funny. Sorry, Carlito. Sorry for interruption.
I mean, my gosh, you're the one slurring.
Different kind of slurs, but you know,
Hey,
No,
Let's go.
I had a
let's get
couple.
the
Who
point,
cares?
hey, let's get the point out.
I'm kidding.
So first of all,
y'all
not
are killing me,
bringing-
man. Y'all are killing me, man.
y'all should not be bringing war into sport because ain't none of these people know about war. Okay, so that's just. I'm sorry. When a football coach of any sort, or a coach of any sort, brings up war, I tune out.
Can I continue, Jared?
Please.
Yes.
And I will try not to slur because Alex is keeping tabs on my speech.
You get
Which, by the way,
out.
is better than his speech. Give me a fucking break. Havertz, if you ask him to go to war, he will be the first one to go down there. But he doesn't want to take that credit. I think he deserved that credit on that day. He's been very positive. He feels loves. By the way, he said that. He feels loves. Arteta said that. Things are working now. Confidence. You can see that. And then the other day, he said that he did not feel respected by the Chelsea fans because they incessantly shit on him. And
Is
then
that-
he
he said
said, oh, he 100% said that.
Wait,
And
I
then he-
didn't even hear this. Are you serious?
Yeah, no, he didn't.
Okay, I will absolutely. No, I didn't say shit, by the way. He didn't say.
I don't
That's
think he said
Carlito's.
fans. I think he said Chelsea.
He
didn't
said
say fans.
Mikel Arteta. No, he said Mikel Arteta takes a did at Chelsea for not respecting Kai Havertz when he was at the Blues. Okay, so here it is. Here it is. I'll be very clear. And don't worry, Alex. I won't slur.
You're not gonna let it go, aren't you?
No, I'm not because
How did you say
speak
you
extremely
slurred?
well. Come on, man. All right. By the way, I still like it. Mikel Arteta has taken aim at Chelsea for not showing respect to Kai when he was a player for the Blues. When you are loved and admired and respected, your energy and body language is so much better. That is how he is feeling now.
That's what
Can
I
I,
got to
you
say on
finish?
that.
You finish? Can I say something now?
Yeah.
Okay. So 95 or 97% of Arsenal fans still think he's a donkey. And Melina can testify to that.
That's true.
I would actually have to ask Melina, what do you think?
Yes. please.
I don't think 95%, but I do think like 80. Yeah, that's true.
Okay, that's fucking semantics. What do you actually think, Melina?
No, I agree with Alex to some extent. It is true. They don't like him. They wish we didn't sign him. They're tired of signing Chelsea's second-hand players.
Reject. You can say it. Rejects.
He wasn't a reject. He rejected us.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
He got the pay raise. Chelsea didn't offer him. That's all it was.
That's fine. Look,
Well, I think what I'll say for this is I'd rather have Havertz than have no goal Mason Mount, who's
oh
currently
shit.
injured and unavailable to play.
look,
Hey,
that's
Alex,
like a
let me ask you
crap-
about that. Let me ask you about
It's
that,
the-
Alex. Mason Mount. Talk,
And when you take Mason Mount, you have to take Johnny with you. So
yeah, no, talk to me about that,
Oh,
Alex. Talk
gross.
to me about Mason Mount. I want to hear that. No. I want to hear Alex's opinion on Mason Mount.
Same as in the Kai Havertz. Don't really give a crap.
Yeah, but that's not enough. That's not enough for me.
Okay, so what do you want?
He's a
me to-
very overrated player.
No, I want.
I always thought that he is a good squad player to have.
That's it. That's all. That's what I
That's
thought
all
too.
it was.
He's just a guy. He's just a guy.
He's just a guy. He had the high potential when he was young, but he also to tell you the truth, my honest opinion about Kai Havertz and Mason Mount, I think Chelsea actually the ones that kind of in the same way responsible for both of their careers, because they put way too much weight of the Chelsea Football Club on the two young players at the time, because weight of the football club should not be on 21 years old.
Yeah, but what do you
That's
mean
the
by
problem.
response? Yeah, but you said they're responsible for their careers, and then you say they put too much weight.
Not
That's
responsible, like the
Where their careers are at right
development. Because
Yeah.
I don't believe any football player is developed as a player until he's in the 25, 27 years.
Oh, so no.
Some
so
of them can,
I would- I-
some
what
of
I-
them
what I
do,
think
some of
is
them
this.
don't.
No, like I would say, right now, a guy like Goretzka. You think Goretzka is kind of in his prime?
I think he's a donkey.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, a player in his 20. What would you say about a player like Ollie Watkins?
Same animal family. If you don't
Donkey.
like me, use the donkeys. Ollie Watkins.
Alex, just say what you want to say. It's
Okay, I think it's a too much.
fine.
and this
Can I
is-
interrupt you for a second?
Yeah, go
You
ahead.
do not have to hold your words on this show.
It's
This
not
is the
about
one
holding my
show
words.
where
It's
you
not-
don't but you don't have to worry about offending people. We're inoffensible. We cannot be offended. So say what you want to say.
It's not like how to say, it's not about offending. The reason why I think I keep saying that the way you see games, it's not the way I see games, because you see striker like Ollie Watkins, and I know exactly what kind of striker you like, and I don't like those kind of strikers.
But I see a context versus a better context. That's what I see.
Okay, you can.
If he was on a better team, he would have better players offering him better service, and more than that,
He's on a better team right now than Chelsea.
By the way, you're not wrong about that. Unai Emery might win Coach of the Year. He's unbelievable. That manager that Arsenal said "fuck you" to. Really good coach.
I think Ollie Watkins is not a high striker. Not
Okay.
even close. He's.
I'd
Like-
rather go for Vlahovic.
I actually
Same.
want Vlahovic.
I would
So
rather.
that's
have
the guy you want. So
One
that's the guy
second.
you want.
I would
Yes.
rather go for Vlahovic than even Tony or Ollie Watkins. And that Ferguson guy at Brighton, because fuck Brighton.
Yeah, but would you go for all
Bring
of
me
them
Osimhen.
over Osimhen? Would you go for Vlahovic over Osimhen? And I'm asking both you, Melina, and you, Alex.
I don't think we would go for Victor Osimhen, even though he has 18 months left. I still think other clubs like Chelsea and like some Man United would come in for him. I would go for Vlahovic.
Alex?
Yes, I will go for Ashman. and I think Chelsea will go in January because
I
that's the only
100%
time.
agree with you.
I think that's the only time Chelsea can
Yeah,
actually
but
have a
what's the
chance of
price
him to
tag,
get it.
Alex? He's 18
I
months
don't
left on
care.
his
We're
deal.
rich.
Yeah. By the
Yeah,
way,
we're
Alex, at the first of this stream, I said that we're going to go for Oshman. So you and I,
Yeah.
You
we
want the
actually
flowers?
do agree often.
Okay.
So yeah, look, I think we're in agreement here that Osherman is probably Chelsea's #1 target. And
Yeah,
actually, Melina, you do not want Vlahovic. I'm
he's
just telling you that right
good.
now.
I know, like,
He's very injury prone. He's even
No,
more injury prone
he
than
is a
Osherman.
good. No, he is a good player.
I didn't say he's injury prone though.
No,
And
he
he'll
is.
come in
they
the
said
more
one
physical
second,
needs.
Jared. They said the same thing about Mohamed Kudos. That's why we didn't go for him. Injury prone, injury prone. Look, I know it's West Ham, but he's doing good there.
I actually
Uh,
think that, and Alex, you may agree with me. I think that Vlahovic on Arsenal would be one of the most interesting signings they've made in a while.
I don't
Which was
think
signed
Ivan
3
Tony
years
leaves
ago.
Brentford this January. I don't think
the,
he's going
the
anywhere.
the thing is with Arsenal, if Arsenal gonna go for Vlahovic, they will lose one of those creative wingers that they have because most of those
I mean,
players.
it would be Emil Smith Rowe, right?
Yeah, he's out the door, and already Newcastle are
No,
interested.
I'm
Yes,
talking
Alex.
about in the
Nketiah,
starting 11.
he's
I'm
talking about like
Oh,
Nketiah.
starting players.
No,
Nketiah.
I'm talking about in starting 11. You're not gonna buy Vlahovic for him to be on the bench. If you're going
Well,
for
I mean,
Vlahovic, he's going to be starter.
well, Martinelli and Saka are untouchable. Jesus is, I don't know,
And that's when the
untouchable.
questions are start.
I don't know
Who
if
y-
he's untouchable. Melina, well, Alex, let's ask Melina. Melina,
Who?
is he untouchable?
Who?
Gabriel Jesus.
No, I don't think he's untouchable. I think no player is untouchable.
No,
No,
but
I
that's
think
not
Martin
what I'm
Odegaard
saying.
is untouchable.
You're saying
I-
that we have to offer someone from our starting 11 in order to have room to get
Vlahovic,
potentially
yes.
sign Vlahovic.
From
Yeah, I would
starting
get.
11,
I would get
Vlahovic
rid
to
of
walk in.
Jesus.
He's
So
okay.
she's saying Gabriel Jesus. Interesting. You sure
My
about that?
no, that's not what
I-
I was trying to bring.
Okay, Alex, what are you trying to bring?
What I was trying to bring is going to be exactly the same thing that City had. City was fluent and pressed the team against the will in the box because they didn't have like primary striker like whatever the Viking guy is.
So you're talking about
I'm saying
no. So you're talking about no. Hold on. Let me put context. He's talking about seasons 2021 and 2022.
and
Sorry.
season before that and before that and before
2020. No, sorry. Seasons 2020 and 2021, when they were playing Phil Foden, Mahrez, KDB, Kevin De Bruyne, and also at the same time, Kun Aguero. So those were the strikers. And then one season they went strikerless, but also won the league. What Alex is saying is that once they got the striker, different story.
what I was trying to say is I don't think Arsenal team is that creative from the wings like City is. For example, so
Right.
if you will get the Vlahovic, you will probably play Saka and Martinelli no matter what.
Yeah.
By putting Vlahovic is nowhere near same movement as Gabriel Jesus. So he will not be that movable. He will not be pressing the center backs to get out of position. He's a stationary striker. So all the creativity is going to have to come Odegaard, Saka, and Martinelli.
Havertz.
I don't. Okay.
You walked right into that one, Alex.
I didn't walk right in. You shoved it in my throat, and I said no. I have a
you
gag
walked right
reflex.
into
No,
that
thank
one,
you.
baby.
I have a gag reflex on that. It ain't gonna happen. But you know what I'm saying?
Gotta work
What
on
I'm
that.
saying is you're going to suffer on creative point because you don't have as mobile striker as Jesus. Same thing I'm trying to tell you that the way you're looking at the strikers, it's not the way I'm looking at the striker. You're looking at a bum from Aston Villa, and he's exactly like Jesus, but this maybe could be better finisher.
Ollie Watkins, bro. I don't think we're gonna sign
No,
Ollie
no, no.
Watkins.
What
I
I'm
just like
saying is,
them.
okay, that's what I'm saying. This is why eye test is considered from person to person
No.
because
Eye
you like
test,
specific
dude.
players.
My
I don't
eye
like.
test, dude. You want to know my eye test? Did you
No.
watch Mauro Icardi the last 3 months? Have you watched Mauro Icardi? Mauro Icardi.
Icardi from
Yes.
used to be
Gal-
PSG
Gal-
player.
Yeah, the guy was playing
Galatasaray.
for Galatasaray.
Galatasaray.
Yeah, no, definitely not watching Turkish.
That's-
I'm not
I
following
know,
the
I know. And he used to play for PSG and he used
Yeah.
to play for Inter.
Inter Milan. Yeah,
Mauro Icardi is one of the most prolific strikers in European football right now. Right now.
okay, if you say so. His wife dumped him. That's all I'm saying. That's all I know about him.
That's probably why he's paying so
By
much.
the way, he's actually more handsome than his wife. His wife's tits are great. But
I don't
that's
look
about it.
I don't look at him that way because I flow differently. But
Oh, buddy, I flow every which way.
oh,
We
I don't need
know.
all that. But-
Every which way. It don't matter to me. But my point is very simple. My point is very simple.
I think Jester wants to go to bed.
No, he doesn't.
I'm about
My
14
point is
minutes. I
very,
got
very,
family
very,
at the
very,
house.
very simple. Very simple. I don't want Ollie Watkins. I was joking. The
No.
end
What I'm
game-
saying is, it's the type of the player. I'm not saying Al Watkins. It's the type of the player.
No, the
The
end game
movable.
is Oshman, obviously, but I think that we are going to pay so much money for this that we're going to continue.
And I'm
to be-
worried about.
No, I am too, Alex. That's the problem. I'm worried about that too.
I just have PTSD about the players that cost over 100 and come into Chelsea and
Like, look,
and,
I
and
watched
everybody
play,
value
hey,
them based on the money.
buddy. I know. I mean, we literally just spent what 260 million on two midfield players that I don't even think this fan base likes. It's weird, but a lot of this fan base doesn't even like Caicedo. They don't even like Enzo, and we're gonna go with Oshman. The difference between them and Oshman is that Oshman has refused contract negotiations with ADL. He's not going to negotiate with Napoli. He is going to refuse.
Well, because he doesn't offer him substantial amount of pay increase.
I don't think it's even that. I think that it's more along the lines of Napoli insulted him.
Yeah, Napoli said we're not gonna hire anybody.
No. You know,
any
it
more
was,
African
it was,
players.
It was the TikTok thing.
Oh, I don't know about TikTok. I know
No,
about.
no,
when
by the way,
Koulibaly left.
I will send it to you after this conversation. You will be surprised by how much the employer insulted him. But I'll tell you this
Yeah,
much.
it was crazy. You don't do that type of thing.
They
to the best
did.
player.
They did. Alex?
Yes, we know, and
They
that's
did.
great for us.
No, I'm not saying that they didn't. I'm not defending Napoli at any
No.
point. I'm
What
actually
it made it so bad where he's not going to sign for Napoli and he is going to be available in January. And this is the guy. I agree with you. This is the guy.
what I'm
And
saying
correct-
is,
No,
Napoli-
Bree, please go ahead.
I was going to say, correct me if I'm wrong, but I also believe that there were threats of legal action from Osimhen and his representatives
Mhm.
against Napoli. Like, this situation got to a point over this that it was toxic and untenable. I don't think he has any, like you're saying, no desire to negotiate a contract. I think, honestly, I
it's
I
working
think
for
he's,
us. All I hope
So
it's working for
Alex,
us.
what happened was that Osherman missed a penalty kick, and Napoli's Twitter and TikTok account produced a mocking video with squeaky voices making fun of Victor Osherman missing the penalty kick. And they
and
put
there was
it
something
on.
to do with the. There was
Yeah.
something to do with the pineapple too.
Yeah,
Like
and
they
they
were making
put
fun of
it
his haircut.
on
His
their
haircut.
official accounts for everybody to see that they were making fun of their best.
What I was
player.
trying to tell you, when Koulibaly left Napoli, the owner said that he will not get any more players from African continent because he doesn't want to lose players from team to go to Africa Cup of Nations. So
Oh.
I know how Napoli is going towards what way.
I
Gotcha.
forgot about
That-
that.
By the way,
not-
that's
yeah.
I mean that's kind of gross.
I was gonna say it, but like you keep telling me about the TikTok.
No, I didn't know that there was like
All
some
I
race-
have on
I
my,
didn't know it was some racist shit. You know, I mean, come on.
yeah, I don't. All the thing I have for TikTok is because for some reason they keep showing me the
no,
same,
but it was-
same girls
my
with the big
whole
boobs.
thing,
I don't
Alex,
know why. I
Alex,
don't know
our
girls
whole
with the
thing
big
was
boobs coming to my TikTok all the time. That's the only thing I watch.
Alex. I don't do fucking TikTok. I'm a grown ass man. My whole thing is they insulted him publicly. I didn't know that he also said he doesn't want African players. So that's kind of fucking ridiculous. I mean, if you don't want African players, how can you be competitive? You serious?
That's why I want Juventus, Napoli to lose in the Champions League, so they can get out of Champions League now, so they have even less chances of keeping him. Because if they're still in the Champions League, they might will decide to keep him. But if I out, it's gonna be even easier for us to get him.
Hey, before you go, can you talk to me about how Kvara became this irrepressibly like random, crazy winger? How did this happen? He's Georgian, right? He's not Ukrainian. He's Georgian.
Yeah.
How did he become one of the most unpredictable players in European football?
I don't know. I didn't follow him before. I never heard of him before he's Napoli.
But you see him, right? You see him.
Georgia used to have a good players back in Soviet Union time, but since then I don't. They have a couple of them. Even Mkhitaryan. Like there's immigrants that moved to Europe from former Soviet Union, and their kids are actually doing well in Europe. There's more of them actually, but I don't know. I didn't follow him.
But have you ever seen someone that is this irrepressibly? Sorry, the word is irrepressibly both random.
I'm not gonna say it. Yeah, I know what I think.
Okay. The word is
blurring, but
my gosh, no, it's a hard word to say. So, yeah. Okay. Have you ever seen someone so irrepressibly? Oh my god, I fucked it up again.
you kept saying my name. No, I'm kidding.
No. Irrepressibly both brilliant and unpredictable. So he's irrepressible, brilliant, and unpredictable. How have you seen a player like this? Alex, have you ever seen a player like this?
I think you think that I'm watching a game from outside the Chelsea. I don't have time. I really don't. I
No, but this one's unique, man.
At 20 minutes. Maybe I watched Napoli all together 20 minutes for the past 2-3 years. So
fair
when
enough.
people ask,
Well, then I'm asking the wrong guy.
Exactly. Like people saying, like, this guy. I was like, no.
Also has a family.
No, by the way, to be fair, Alex has 4 kids, so and the word is irrepressibly. My God, I fucked that up so many times. Alex, thank you for coming on. By the way, I do appreciate it.
Yeah. And actually, we're about to end it, folks. I got family in the house, and kind of get.
How's those grandkids of yours doing, Jester?
My daughter is doing some training in Dallas Fort Worth in the next couple of weeks, and so my grandson is going to be staying.
Nice.
I'm really happy.
And Alex, can you stay off after?
After what? No, actually, my youngest gotta go to bed. It's already 54 minutes past her bedtime.
Jesus.
And her bedroom is next to my PC. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay. Well, fair enough, folks. Thank you for joining us tonight for the last ride. We've had some great conversation with some very great guests. I appreciate every one of y'all joining us tonight, especially the panel, give up their time and their life to come on and just shoot the shit, just have a little bit of fun. Really, I respect y'all, everybody's opinion. We'll do this again, hopefully in January when we'll move to a bigger platform.
So I'll be very clear about this. We are moving to Chelsea Fan TV. Alex from Chelsea Fan TV, the owner, has graciously invited us to come on.
I don't. Who's Chelsea Fan TV? Alex?
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he interviews people outside the stadium.
Yeah. I thought for some reason I thought it was Sadiq. I was like, I thought Chelsea. I messed up the channels.
No,
I'm
no,
sorry.
no, no, no,
I'm
Alex,
sorry, I messed up the
no,
channels.
dude. By the way, Alex, the guy that
I know he asked me to. I don't have time.
Lewis works for Chelsea Fan TV. Yeah. Our barbecue is going to go to Lewis's channel with Chelsea Fan TV.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a good thing. I know, Alex. He asked me to do the
I
post-show,
know, dude. I know, but
then-
guess what? Maybe you should do this instead because we're going to go to
we'll
Chelsea
see.
Fan TV in January.
I gotta travel again, so soon.
Oh,
so
fuck
I'm-
off! Hey, Alex, you're never in trouble with me, man. Look, yeah. So Alex, this was a one-off. We were just fucking around. We're going to Chelsea Fan TV in January. That's the point.
Good.
So I want you to be our first guest.
It depends on the day. Like I said,
It's in January. I don't know when the day is.
no. That's
just
what
pick
I'm
a
saying.
fucking-
Like I cannot commit to anything either. That's what I was trying to say. I will gladly show
Oh,
sometimes,
just-
but I don't know when.
Oh, just pick a day. It doesn't matter. It's all
Okay.
good.
Okay.
It's January. We're gonna go to Chelsea Fan TV in January. We're gonna
Okay.
go with Alex and all these jabronis, Lewis and his puffy coat, his fucking puffy coat, and all his anger. It's fine.
And until next time, folks, make sure that you flog your enemies greatly and you come back with a lot of gold. I don't know. It's just random. Y'all have a great night. This has been
Yeah.
the barbecue.
Have a good night.
Signing out. Peace.
Nice to
Bye,
meet you,
everyone.
Breezy.